Hey guys, this is John with Character Red. Here recently, Grace Berkeley and I flew over to Okinawa, Japan to begin our 3-year tour over here. So I've been interested in a lot of the hardware stores that they have on the island because you can't just go to a big box store like Lowe's or Home Depot. You got the PX, which I was going to show it in this video, but there's actually so little stuff that I decided to just cut it out because the other stores by far overshadow it. In this video, the two stores that I am going to show you are probably the two biggest stores that I've found in a little bit over a month of being here. And trust me, I have been scouring for stores to where I can go and grab consumables or tools or anything like that. The first store that I'm going to show you is Makeman. So I didn't get a chance to check them out before I got over here because you can check out their website, but most likely it's going to be very vague or it's not going to be updated at all. It's just how it is. It's just most businesses over here are like that. The second store is a store called Cainz. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through, show you guys, and then at the end, if you stick around, you'll see which one I think is the champion of both stores. Both are good for certain things, but there's definitely one that caught my eye more than the other. So as usual, guys, make sure you like this video if you like it. That way I can know what kind of content you guys want me to produce. If you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button down here, right down here, and tap the bell. That way you get notified for all of my upcoming videos. All right, so they've got plywood, but plywood is not like plywood in the States. They're not 4x8 because most people wouldn't be able to fit them in their cars. They got a little cutting station over there if you need it cut. But here's some posts. They've got a lot of cedar. This is one of my favorite parts. Is they've got a rough cut. So if you look at these rough cut pieces and the prices, that 205 is Japanese yen. So that is $2.05 approximately, depending on the exchange rate. Common 2x4s. This is my favorite part. So if you look at this price, $27 is what that equates to. $27 for that slab of live edge wood. So got some may need to have a date in the future. As you can see, there is not that much of a shortage on paintbrushes, and actually they got some really nice brushes over here. Okay, so when we were on the base housing briefing, they talked about paint a lot. Japanese paint still has lead in it. We're not really supposed to buy paint from here, but they got a huge selection of spray paint, and you got some more paint over here. I forgot to film the tool section because I was actually a little bit distraught with some of the tool prices the first time we came. All right, we got files and looks like a little bit of chisels. All right, so I've really been wanting to try some Japanese saws. I know their pole saws are really good. Actually picked a couple of them up for myself. They got torches, $17. It's a little bit different, but for $17, I'm willing to try it out. Okay, so power tools. This is my problem with their power tools. So anything that's corded is probably not going to be too crazy, except for if you see here, $8,180. That's actually an $81 drill. Anything that has a battery on it is extremely expensive. Like Makita. You got a Makita impact driver. $308. Ryobi bandsaw. I don't even know how old this thing is. This table saw. This table saw is actually not too terrible for what I've been seeing here. But this bandsaw, $313. If you look at it, I mean, there's nothing special about it. And it's hard for them to get tools over here, I guess. Grinders, Actually not terribly priced. And then routers, like a cheap Ryobi router that would be in the States, $140. I mean, just all their stuff is expensive for power tools. This section, same thing. Like, I have no idea what this drill does, but for $518, it better be the best damn drill that I've ever seen. I mean, it better drill without me touching the drill. Okay, they do have Works. They do have a couple tools from them. Not terrible with the price. Hey guys, we're at Cainz, and I'm in their like hardware slash tool section, and we're gonna check it out and show you guys what they got here. All right, I'm gonna start off with the paint section real quick because you're not really supposed to buy, like I mentioned at Makeman, their paint because it has lead in it. But this looks like stain, so I never said anything about stain. I might have to pick up some stain because I like some stain. Alright guys, so they have a pretty good selection of casters and other hardware that's pretty comparable to Makeman. Probably the biggest thing is the amount of hardware that both stores have, so that's awesome. Measuring tapes and wrenches, hand tools. I mean, this is a little bit smaller section than Makeman as far as their tools, but it looks like they got some pretty good quality stuff. They got some organizers, some little toolboxes. So some of them can get a little bit pricey, but these are better priced than Makeman. So this is $22, 2,280. Over at Makeman, it was a lot more expensive for that. Tools, on the other hand, though, is still really expensive. $99 for a Ryobi router that was probably made in the 80s, 90s. They do got some pretty cheap prices on most everything. Small little clamp section for all my clamp lovers. All right, so hammers, mallets. Then you get into a lot of the Japanese pole saws. You also got chisels, good little assortment, and right here the other day is where I've got that hand plane, so I'm probably gonna pick another one of those up. Okay, this is the part where I really think that Keynes stands out, specifically like handles and other hardware items like that. They have like a little like niche of more kind of designer things, and I think that's really awesome compared to Makeman. Same kind of decorative stuff. All right, and then you start running into some Black & Decker products. Kamimoku. This is like their kind of name brand at Cainz. A novice tool. It is a, okay, apparently it is a Ryobi product. Ooh. Well, probably gonna be checking them out then. Ryobi. If you guys don't know, I've got a ton of Ryobi product. The fact that something like Ryobi that is over here, or one of the sister companies of Ryobi, definitely a plus. You got more clamps. I don't know why, but for some reason they tend to have their stores where they have an item, and then in another place they have the same item just in a different brand. No clue. We already looked at tools and stuff like that. Yeah, it's just something that they do. So a side note on this Kamimoku from Ryobi, apparently they're actually probably the cheapest tools that I've found on this island. So if you're thinking about coming, you got to check out Cainz, and you got to come over here because Ryobi's putting it together with a sister brand, and it's awesome. So they got a DIY center here at Cainz. Looks like they show off tools and other demonstrations, teach you how to build some things. So that's pretty cool. 9 to 17:30. I don't know, maybe that's just the 2 times. That's pretty awesome. Looks like they got a scroll saw back there, drill press, some things that they've made, or maybe some things that people have made. That's really cool to check out. They got some Boss tools back there. All right, guys. Well, that was a look around Cainz. It's a kind of department store, kind of like a Target-ish place in Okinawa, Japan, and I'm sure they're national around the islands of Japan. That's it for us at Cainz. We're gonna get out of here.